Welcome to Perspective, a podcast for wedding creators where we sit down, often with special guests, and talk about many years of experience in the wedding industry so you can learn from us and grow your wedding business. Welcome to a review, catch up. Welcome to 2025 episode of this podcast. Hi, Greg.
Woo. Hello.
Who are we talking to today?
Us.
Us. Just us. Yippee. And what is this year going to be? I guess we'll let you know. But most importantly, it's going to be the year that I grow my hair out. That's right. Look at this floppy mess. The question is why? Why am I growing out my hair, Greg?
How did someone describe you yesterday?
A mess?
It wasn't particularly your hair. No. No.
Yeah. A weird freak?
Soft-faced, rugged man or something? What was it?
Wait, yeah. Carol Ann described me as...
Don't name her.
Oh,
She
sorry.
doesn't want that out there.
Sorry. Yes, you're absolutely right, Greg. I got called a gorgeous, manly, yet gentle and soft face individual. So that's nice. Thank you for that. But yeah, the question is, why am I growing out of my hair? Why are we talking about my hair? That's my fault. I'm sorry.
What are we drinking today?
We're drinking coffee.
We don't do that very often.
We do not.
But we do drink coffee a lot.
We drink a lot of coffee. I feel like this week we've been... We've batched a few podcasts already.
Yeah, it's been a busy start to the year.
It has, and thus drinking coffee has... I mean, the amount of coffee I've drank this week is ridiculous.
Yeah, I've slept about 2 hours all week.
Yeah, it's not healthy. That's why we have the non-alcoholic beer alternatives in the back. But
yeah, it's been busy start to the year. So who have we been talking to? Who have we got lined up coming up soon?
Who have we got lined up?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I don't have that on my notes. Hang on, let me pull that up.
So we have...
You tell me, Greg. Who are we talking to?
We've got all the Thrive speakers. We're going to be speaking to everybody from Edinburgh Thrive. Mm-hmm. So you've got Emma Lawson, Danilo and Sharon, Bell Art Photography, Shargo Click, and then we've got a few others who haven't scheduled in yet, so they need to still schedule in. But
that's right. And who have we already spoken to so far? Echo Kowalski, Rick Liston.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Andy Hardy today, but we got our calendars mixed up. So we'll be recording with him hopefully sometime soon.
Stephanie Eichner of No Matter the Wedding Films.
Yes. We've got Stephanie Loves as well. Stephanie Dreams to be on the podcast. And we have already released our first on-topic episode with Esme Whiteside. Mm-hmm. Now, for all those who haven't heard the episode or don't even know what we're talking about in terms of the on-topic episodes, if you're listening to the podcast, you'll know that we have a 2-hour conversation with special guests, and that is more or less every single episode. There were a few times last year that I wanted to talk about a specific topic, and the scheduling, the way that we did the podcast, it just wasn't built for that. You know, we don't want to talk about cultural relevant things when there's a guest on, because we want to showcase the guest and spend their time with us wisely. However,
and also when we record with a guest, sometimes there's a backlog, so that episode comes out like 5 weeks later.
Yeah,
and it's no longer relevant.
Yes,
in terms of if we reference things that are currently happening.
Yeah. So the on-topic episodes are supposed to be no longer than half an hour. Although, funnily enough, I think our first one did go over half an hour. Surprise.
Probably.
Surprise. But yes, the on-topic episodes are more cultural relevant, time-sensitive topics that we want to talk about. Whether it's with a guest or whether it's just Greg and I talking on topic about whatever it is we want to talk about. Yeah. That's what those are going to be.
Jump in the studio, turn the lights on, and get going quickly and easily.
That's the plan, anyway. But, yes. So we'll be doing more of them. Excuse me as I look up all my notes.
What about last year? How did last year go for you in terms of podcast? Who's your favourite guest?
Who was my favourite guest? I mean... my obviously favorite guest has to be John Dolan.
Yeah.
For me, it has to be presidential photographer. I mean, a pretty high hitter. I think our YouTube numbers on his video in particular are larger than most. But that is one thing that we need to be better at, as we were discussing earlier, is pushing the podcast out to more places. I am never a fan of, hey, look at my wedding video. It's there. What do you guys think? Because it's just playing the game, and I don't like playing the game, so to speak. But it might be necessary that we need to play the game a little bit more than what we have been. Would you agree with that statement, Greg, or am I just off my tits?
No, we're not good on social media. We don't. It doesn't come naturally to us. So yeah, we don't self-promote enough because it doesn't feel right to us. But you kind of have to when you have something like this.
You kind of have to.
When you have a business as well, you kind of have to as well.
Yeah. And I suppose, I mean, like any creative, we're on a journey as well, along with you guys, and our journeys might be different, but at the same time, it's still something that we need to look and reflect upon our business, come up with different strategies. Like, that idea hits with every single business owner, every single creative, in and out with the weddings. So yeah, it's important for us to do that. And I mean, we had a really great episode with Rick Liston, I felt.
Yeah, that was good fun.
So I'm looking forward to that coming out. He is very business minded, and he's a photographer that primarily has his grasp on his local market down to a fine art. Yeah. It was quite an inspiration, I must say. Coming from a person who views wedding content on more of the creative side, I'm more appreciative these days of people who can master the business and get their name out there. And when he talks about some of his strategies, it's very educational.
Yeah, I think it's quite a practical episode in terms of marketing and workflows and stuff. There'll be a lot of stuff for people to take away.
Yeah, absolutely.
A couple of key ones for me. Thanks for asking.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Shalice and Michael was a good one. That was good fun.
Oh, yes. We still need to do a collage party.
The Drakes was good fun.
Oh, that's a good... If you haven't listened to the Drakes, there's a very good conversation about how they obtained a celebrity wedding that we were kind of competing for in the same venue.
They went out there and fought for it. Went out there to get it, and they got it. Yeah. Well, if it goes ahead. Still not happening yet.
If it goes ahead.
But anyway.
but it's a really good reflection on maybe why you should change your views on working for free.
Take the initiative, go out, and if there's something you want to do and somewhere you want to get your business to go to, like, make the effort and go out and make it happen.
Yes. As, we covered that with Rick Liston as well. In his words, what did he say? Can you remember?
No.
He said...
It might have been off podcast as well.
It might have been off
reference to that, because I think it was after.
It might have been off podcast. He basically says people too often put short-term gain over the long-term. And I think...
That might have been on podcast.
Might have been on podcast. Yeah. He was talking about we need to view things with the longer view in strategy. So, very interesting.
Yeah. Matthew Kay was also a good one. He just seemed like a good, friendly guy. I think I'm gutted we didn't get to Thrive to meet those speakers, but
yes,
we will be at this Edinburgh one.
We will be at the Edinburgh one, and it's quite exciting because it's just like they're not doing the 2-day split. Oh, they are, but different times of the year, right? So they're not doing the
it's
whole...
only Edinburgh.
Yeah, it's just Edinburgh. They're not doing the whole... The tour. They're not doing the tour anymore because it's too much for the speakers. So yes, the Edinburgh one. If you're going to the Edinburgh Thrive, we will see you there. Very much looking forward to it.
Come and say hi.
Come and say hi for sure. I have got a million tabs open, and I probably should shut these down before doing this video. Do we need to do the
reviews? Do you have anything you learned from last year yourself personally?
Do I have anything that I learned about myself? Me personally, I fell away from going to the gym. I'm struggling to get back into that, which is funny because I literally have a personal trainer as my wife. Pretty terrible. So again, I need to focus on, selfish. I need to focus on selfish endeavors more instead of just sitting on the couch suffering for my clients. Again, as Rick mentioned. Yes. What about yourself?
Can't really think of anything. I've not worked out ever in the last 5 years, so that come and go of relationship that you've got with fitness, I've not really done.
Yeah, it's it comes around this time of year and everyone's like new year, new me, and I'm just not into that, to be honest. But I know for a while it's been like, you need to start doing stuff again, Simon, because
Yeah, I mean, at the end of last year, both of us had shoulders that were just killing us. So
yes, very true. Very true.
It's an age thing.
In fact, I remember talking to Danielle Stewart about the weird positions as creatives that we put ourselves in, like to get a shot. I don't know. Have you seen the whole squat lunge to get like a detail shot? And I'm moving away from the mic. It's terrible. Yeah, I don't know. Wedding hangovers are fun. Other things I learned to more describe myself as a secular humanist rather than an atheist.
Right.
Just because a secular humanist says more about what my beliefs are instead of what my beliefs aren't.
Yeah.
And I think that's more descriptive on the way I want to live my life.
I mean, I'm officially a humanist.
You are?
I've signed up to the Humanist Society.
You've signed up?
To have a humanist ceremony for your wedding. Oh, you have to join the society. So I had to pay my £98 and become a member. So yeah, I guess I officially am one.
There you go. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah, you're getting married this year.
Yeah.
How's the wedding planning been?
Fine. We're keeping it low key, and most of it was done a while ago. So I guess in the next few months it'll start to ramp up, and I'll be like, oh, should really be doing stuff.
Have you been the stereotypical lazy man when it comes to planning, or have you taken more of a proactive step?
I would say I've been proactive, but partner has definitely been frustrated because she thought, oh, you're in the wedding industry, you'll have loads of ideas and you'll know what to do, where to go, blah, blah, blah. And I've just been like, well, I don't have too many opinions from that point of view. So
I'm intrigued. Why not?
So. Maybe I've just not paid attention at weddings. I'm just not good at remembering things. Like, there's definitely things in the moment at a wedding that I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea. But then, like, 2 months later, I'll forget it.
Yeah.
There was one I remember from last year that I did think about maybe doing. Don't think we're going to do, but it was the secret ring bearer. So the couple hid the rings underneath one of the chairs. Oh, and then during the ceremony said, look under your chair and you'll find the rings. And then that random person, because it was free for all seating, so they didn't know who it was going to be, that random person became the ring bearer. I thought it was quite
So you're
cool.
not. So you're not doing that?
I don't think so. No.
Why aren't you doing that? Because I really like that as well. I would have. If I mean,
we might still do it. I don't know, but at the moment it's not planned.
Okay,
but it might still happen.
Cool. Always looks great on the video. And who's doing the video? I am.
Yeah, that's
right. I begged Greg. I was like, no, I want to celebrate with you. I want it to be.
You will celebrate with me.
I will. I will celebrate with you. But yeah, I'm pulling double duty, which I'm kind of looking forward to because there's a part of me that doesn't enjoy going to weddings because I feel like I need to switch off, but I can't. You know, I'm always looking to be like, oh, what's the photographer doing? Oh, what's happening over here? What's happening? I've already, I don't know. Do any other creatives do that? Do you go to weddings and just not, you just can't switch off because you're just so used to being at a wedding and doing something? I don't know. There's a lot of downtime at weddings, which as a guest, I mean, it's cool to speak to your pals, but Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's ingrained within me. Something has changed within me. Have you seen Wicked yet?
Yes.
Oh, how good is it? Sorry.
I thought
is
it was
good?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was maybe just too hyped up for me that I wasn't blown away by it. I thought it was good, but I wasn't like, fuck, that was amazing.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Sake. I'm just kidding. I love Wicked.
Gladiator was a letdown. It was shit.
Oh, Gladiator 2. Not seen that.
Yeah, don't bother.
No, not for you. All right, fair enough. Yeah. TikTok's about to be banned in America. I find that quite an interesting massive cultural shift.
Yeah.
To see everyone move in such great numbers to, ironically, another Chinese base social media app. People have been calling it Red Note. It's not called Red Note. It's called something that I cannot remember because I don't speak Chinese.
I've not heard of this.
What, Red Note?
Whatever.
As people calling Red Note, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know people, like TikTok was pushing people, or ByteDance was pushing people to their other app, which is also going to be cancelled as well.
TikTok?
But, yeah, it wasn't a TikTok replacement. It was just their other app.
Yeah.
But I've not heard of Red Note.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not called Red Note. I don't even know where that came from, to be honest. I think it's just the Americanization term, I suppose. But yeah, it's super interesting. And it's really cool that the Chinese contingent have embraced the TikTok refugees, as they're being called, which is interesting. I know many creators they put a lot of effort into TikTok for their business. So it'll be really interesting to see who and how adapts in the market shift. Also, technically, it's not banned yet.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that TikTok will be banned, especially in the light of
It'd be interesting
everyone moving to another...
a UK point of view, how that changes the app.
I mean, yeah.
Like, if all these US people are suddenly gone from it, what happens over here?
Yeah. If you're thinking about moving over to another social media app, definitely check out the terms and conditions, because there are very different rules about the content that you put up there. Now, I was going to sign up because I wanted to get... We've just automatically...
Claim the username type thing. Like, get their...
Claim the username, yeah, sure. I wanted to see what the fuss was all about. And obviously it doesn't quite hit the same way as the American contingent going over there. But yeah, the terms and conditions, like, they have full access to all your content for life, legally speaking. They can reuse and remix your content. And part of me as a business goes, ooh, that doesn't sit well with me. And I know TikTok...
I mean, Facebook and Amazon and X, they've already all got that.
I know.
Why do you care?
Well, okay. Well,
what's so interesting about you?
Well, I mean, yeah, true. I suppose I feel more self-conscious on a social level these days. So you don't know anything about this?
Not heard of this app, no.
Oh, it's funny. I wonder how Blue Sky is doing. Anyone on Blue Sky? I don't know.
Yeah, Lemonade is the other one by ByteDance.
Lemonade.
Again, I've not checked it out. I just know the user numbers for Lemonade was like skyrocketing because people were jumping over to it.
Yeah,
it's still owned by ByteDance though, and it's not like a TikTok replacement. So
yeah.
There was no reason for people to be jumping to it. They just were.
Yeah. This whole thing screams absolute punk to me. Like, America is the parent who've gone, you're not allowed to do this. And they've gone, well, fuck you, I'm leaving this house. And they've gone over to somewhere else and started doing almost the exact same thing they were told not to do. So, fuck yeah. Anyway, yeah. Oh, fuck. Trump. Trump 25. What's going to happen there? Women's rights. Why do we seem to be slipping back in time? I don't know. Yeah. Do you watch any Jubilee content? Any of their conversations?
What's Jubilee?
Jubilee's like I wouldn't say YouTube channel, but it's more of a... is it fully a YouTube channel? I'm not entirely sure. But I just consume some of their YouTube content. And they're essentially a channel that does like political discussions. One of them at the moment is, for example, one conservative pro-life versus 25 pro-choice. And they have to race to the seat to talk about a specific topic on the topic of pro-life or whatever.
Like race to a seat, like run.
Yeah, it's like first come first serve. Whoever beats everyone else in the circle to the middle seat.
Like musical chairs.
It can come off that way, and so there'll be a statement. Someone races to the seat to counteract and debate, and everyone's got everyone on the outside in the circle has got a red flag, and then when they get bored, they put the red flag up, and that's when half of everyone raises the red flag. It's someone else goes, and it's like 15 to 20 minutes a topic, and they're quite long. It's kind of frustrating because it's very hard to have a coherent debate when there's no moderator, and so it can be quite carnage at times. And the racing to the sea, I don't know, it's not the best format for a debate, but it is quite interesting. And then one that I recently watched was the pro-life, pro-choice, which is so interesting to hear how other people come to this debate, and how they view it. Yeah. But I don't know. Bodily autonomy rather. I don't know. I think that's as far as you need to go with that conversation in bodily law stuff. No, never mind. Anyway, what else, Greg? What have you been doing as a business? The upcoming of content creators. How are we feeling about that? I've noticed that they've now started to do full ceremony, full speeches, edits.
Oh yeah.
So they're literally. I mean, we've alluded to stepping on toes and not wanting to step on creatives' toes. Like that's why we don't do photography. We don't want to step on other people's toes, especially if we get referred business, which thank you if you have referred us. That's amazing. Can't wait to work with you. Content creators are coming in and they are stepping on toes. They're stepping on photographers' toes in terms of they will take an image of a photographer's portrait session and instantly, as content creators do, 24 hours, 48 hours later, there's an image. Totally takes away from that wow factor for photographers. But then on the video side, now they're putting mics on couples and they're doing full edits. And that's definitely stepping on the toes of video and cinematographers, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Do you mind?
I don't mind, no. I think it's more the filmmakers, if they mind, they have to just adapt. If the current batch of couples that are starting to get married are looking for a simple vertical phone edit of their highlights with a full copy of the ceremony speeches, then maybe that's where the industry's going. I think there'll still always be people who want a more, air quotes, cinematic wedding film and highlights. So there's still always going to be a market out there for that. But maybe there's a change in the industry and that's what the clients are wanting. Yeah.
We were talking, Greg and I were talking about, if you have a local market, you'd maybe leave your a photo album at a venue for people to look at. For video, there's not really a good way of displaying a video profile that's not online, or it's very hard to leave stuff at a wedding venue other than, again, a photo album. But
it's not a tangible medium video.
Yeah. So I don't know. Can someone come up with a better way than those cheap looking books that play the video on tiny crap speakers? It's so hard because you want to have that tangibility and quality, but it's just not there yet.
Yeah.
Tricky. But yeah. How's everyone doing out there anyway? How are your bookings looking? That's what I want to know. Has there been anyone that has found a little sneaky way of getting more bookings? Like, have you started going on TikTok and then been like, oh, I've randomly gone on to Book Talk and now I'm advertising my service through to people who are reading saucy books? I don't know. For example, anything like that. I'd be super intrigued to learn or hear anyone's stories regarding fun, unknown marketing things that they've just stumbled upon. Not so we can steal it, just because I'm intrigued with all that. His business is just, it just seems to be a crapshoot of loads of different methods, and everyone's talking about how you should master one method or how to master one method. And I don't know, do you go the social media route? Do you go the local venues route? Do you go just with a website? Do you focus on your blog? If you're a one-person sole trader, you're probably thinking, oh my God, there's just fucking too much. What do I do? What do I focus on? And then different marketing strategies connects you with different people. Do you fit within a marketing strategy? We've already alluded to Greg and I not being social media people. It's just, I'm more of a private person. I like going on TikTok to see what other people do, but I don't connect with people online.
Yeah, I don't put anything out there into the ether.
But
I used to, but I just,
yeah. I used to post my children quite a lot, and then I was like, they're probably, I can't speak on behalf of my kids, so I don't post them. Yeah. I mean, legally I'm allowed to, I think, right? But and not on any other level other than that's my kid's image. They should have control of that.
Yeah.
And I want them to have that when they're older. I don't want them to have all this kind of content that they didn't really agree to put up there. That's just me, though. I know loads of people post their family and stuff. But, yeah. And no judgment if you do.
No, not at all.
Actually, let's talk about those on-topic conversations, because already I've come to Greg and be like, I want to talk about this. And I think this happened last year as well. I wanted to talk about, what did we call it? Googlegate? Something? Was that right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You wanted to talk to the guy.
I wanted to talk to the guy.
You got shut down for that.
I got ripped apart on social media. And I can understand why. You don't want to platform anyone who's an absolute idiot. And I can understand that, but there's part of me that wants to figure out how people work. And I like having discussions and watching debates and people talking about how they view things, why they do things, all that kind of stuff. It's very interesting to me. So the on-topic episodes, they might get a little spicy sometimes. Maybe it might get a little bit uncomfortable. But then I think people make online stuff very uncomfortable anyway. For example, Greg, did I tell you that I posted that van video?
What van video?
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what you're on about. Sorry, I must not be following you.
It's fine. On Christmas Eve, I posted a TikTok video. It was just on my 360 camera, which you were holding at the time. And we were at Glencoe on the Glen Etive Road, and we were just doing, as you are, you shoot and then you see someone, so you walk to the side of the road, right? We were being very respectful. Which, by the way, is completely legal to shoot on the roads. I'm just saying, you're allowed to be on the roads. I got told the opposite many times. I had to research that. Anyway, As in my view, if I was a driver, I like to slow down and be respectful of other people. But apparently, other people do not feel the same. And I was heavily criticized after posting a video that showed a van, which was blurred, going on the road super fast and splashing mud on the bride's dress. And I got a whole lot of messages saying, oh, what do you expect? You're not legal being there. Or other things. A lot of hate, actually, for no real reason.
Because it's the internet.
Because it's the internet. Yeah, and I'm not saying you can't. Like, obviously, drive on the road. I'm not saying you shouldn't be on the fucking road. I wasn't saying that. But obviously, if you're going to drive past at a million miles an hour, which, I mean, the guy was fast. But
if you're driving past, like if we're driving through Glencoe or driving past a hiker on the side of the road who's walking along, we slow down because you don't want to like scare the shit out of them or anything. So if you're driving past a group of people who are standing at the side of the road, I would slow down, especially if they're in nice outfits.
Yeah.
Knowing that there's a puddle that you can see right in front of you.
Yeah.
So as every other driver that went past us did, they slowed down, let us wait at the side of the road, and then we went back on once they were past. But this guy didn't.
No. I removed the post because the day after I got hit by the flu so heavily, I couldn't be bothered with the negativity. It was just hitting me even harder. So I just deleted the video altogether. I think I might repost it though with my face just describing the situation. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was how it was presented. Maybe people didn't get your point of view.
Yeah. Maybe.
Or maybe it's just because it's the internet.
Maybe because it's the internet. Yeah. Anyway.
In the meantime.
Oh, we can't just go out with that.
Where's the end to this episode?
How long? Okay. We've been recording for 4 minutes. What was the point in this video? Was it supposed to be this long? It probably wasn't, but
probably nowhere near this long.
It was not supposed, but we just rambled. We rambled as normal. Anyway, I hope that's enough from us. Thank you for listening.
Lots of awesome episodes lined up to come out soon, so
absolutely.
Keep your eyeballs peeled, ears peeled, all those things.
All those things. Again, if you can tell your pals that there's this awesome podcast, we would really appreciate that as well. However,
in the meantime,